Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Happy Friday to you. I hope that you had a good week. It just seems like I tried to pick out something fancy to wear today, and I'm just having a casual day. So I've got a sweatshirt on and always put on my makeup and then come out here and look in the camera and see how it looks. And nude lips just don't do good on camera. They just don't. But this is one of my new lipsticks that I got this week, and so many of you told me that I needed to get it, so I wanted to show it to you, and then I'm going to just switch it up. And I thought that might be fun to do, just to have two, and the other one that I put on will be one that I'll show you that I got this week too. So the first one is Arabesque, and I went to the Laura Mercier counter and my friend Rochelle was there, and I walked up and I said, there's a lipstick, I cannot remember the name, but everybody said it was a Lisa color, and she said Arabesque. She knew exactly what I was talking about. So it is just pretty. A beautiful, beautiful peachy pink, and I'll swatch it color for you. It's got a lot of color to be as bright as it is, and you can see something on it. And I think what that is I also, I can't stand that if I see something on there. And what I also have on that I got that day is this, and it is the Peach Glaze Lip Stain. And I thought this might just be something good to put under it, and Brooke really likes this too, because it's kind of matte when you put it on, and it's you can see how pinky the Arabesque is when you put it beside the Peach Glaze. But the two of them together is what I have on, along with something else that I got, and this is the lip liner that I had on the other day that I told you guys I was going to show you, and it is the Burberry. I ordered it and I finally got it. I don't know about you guys, but it takes forever for me to get Nordstrom orders. I can order something from Sephora and MAC and anywhere and get it just in a couple of days, but this takes a solid week, if not more. And but it was worth it. It's the #1 Nude Beige liner, and it's kind of a square pencil, and it came with a sharpener that I've got in my bathroom, and I think that is the only sharpener you can use. I tried to put it in my other one, my Sue Devitt, and it would not go in there. So, but at least they give you one, I guess. And I used it this morning, and it's one of those that at first I thought this isn't worth it, you know, but it's weird. It is. It's a neat color. It's very, very nude. It's not going to be like Boldly Bare or something like that. It's one of a pinky color, which is really neat because it really just extends your lip line, and I really, really like it. And I think that you would enjoy it, especially with glosses, because then it gives definition to your lips, but doesn't really interrupt the color that you're going to use. So I do really like it. I'm glad I got it. At first I thought, but I really am. It reminds me of Dior Sparkling Beige though, a lot. So it's kind of a rosy beige. So that is the lip combo that I have on now, is these three things. Okay, and then another thing that I was going to show you and explain is my hair. I used the Blonde Glam Redken shampoo and conditioner, and then I also got this week, and the girl that does my hair now uses this. She has hair about the color of mine, and it's a 10, and you guys know I've used this forever. I've used this since I had to order it from their little piddly site, and nobody ever heard of it. For blondes, and it tones hair, enhances brilliance, reduces fading, extends vibrancy, adds shine and restores moisture, elasticity, strength, detangles, defrizzes, seals the cuticle, thermal protector, UV protector, and designed for all blondes. And I used this last night for the first time and probably sprayed a good 6 or 8 sprays, and wow, it did so good. I don't know if you can see how my hair is just so silky, and yet still, you know, has body. I mean, I could still get it to be big if I wanted it to, and I love it. So all three of those products I can give a thumbs up to, and that's the Redken Blonde Glam shampoo and conditioner, and that. Now, somebody asked me, was the Blonde Glam moisturizing enough for me? Not for an everyday or an every time. What I'll probably do is alternate between that and the Aveda. Love that, and this product in general is a good product. That's why my hair is just kind of limp and everything, but I'm gonna go with it today. I'm enjoying it being kind of silky and soft. So that was that. This is something funny that I got this week, and this, look at these. I was watching Tammy, Uppy's Beads 59, and I'll put her link down here. I'm sure most of you guys have watched her before because I've talked about her. She's a good friend of mine. And she was doing one of her tutorials, and she used this brush. She used to work for Dior years ago, and she had this brush, and she was using it for contour. Well, I immediately just fell in love with it, and she said, this is from years and years ago. You can't get them anymore. So I immediately just got on eBay, and I looked up. I could tell that, okay, first of all, what I did is I looked on the Dior site, and I saw that they have a powder that comes with a brush that looks like this. So I didn't know if it would be as good as this one. So what I did is I went on eBay, and instead of looking for a powder brush, I knew this came in a loose powder. So I just looked for Dior loose powder, and someone was selling 4 boxes of powder, and 3 of them were empty, and 1 of them was like half full, which I didn't think you could sell stuff like that on eBay anymore. I thought it had to be brand new. But what I did is I just ordered it. I think I paid $25 and just threw all the powders away. And I washed these last night, and I washed them real good with the Dr. Bronner's soap. And so I'm going to send one to Tammy to thank her for telling me about them. And I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably keep them just because you can't get them anymore. Such a good brush to use. I used it for my all over bronzer today. And what I'm going to do is take one of these today to the Dior counter and compare it to the powder that they're selling now and see if the brush is the same, and then I'll let you guys know. And if I end up, I don't know, I probably won't sell any of these just because they're hard to get, so I'll probably end up keeping them. But and I love that they're blue. It's so neat. But I will let you guys know if the powder that they're selling now, I believe it's $65, and I'm sure the powder is wonderful quality. And it was a universal shade, and I'll let you know because this brush is awesome. So things I meant to show you last week. I don't know if you remember when I did the red lip that day, this Ruby Woos for you. I had on the Betsy Johnson little red lip earrings. Well, I loved them so much that day I decided to get these, which they're selling now. If you like them, the red ones are gone, but these are the little pink ones. And one of you guys, and I cannot remember who it was, messaged me and told me that they were on sale at Piperlime, and then you put in a code and got an extra little bit off. So they were regularly $26, and I think I got them for like shipping and everything $17 or $19 or something like that. So I love those, and those are I just love stuff like this. When, I don't know, it was neat that day when you have on the red lips, but just when you have on a t-shirt and jeans, like a graphic tee or something, and you just want to put something in, that's just something good to get. And it's kind of a conversation starter too. Okay, you guys, please be good. Mac counter last week. What did I get? Seems like I got something besides this. I don't know if I did or not. Okay, this is something that I sold months and months ago, or gave away. I think I gave it away. I think I might have given this to Oogle Gale on here. I'm not sure, but it's Club eyeshadow. And it is one of those colors that are just hard to describe, but I saw some tutorials with this just on the lid and kind of blend it out, and I thought, now that I know what I'm doing a little bit more and wear darker colors, I wanted to try this again. So I bought it again, and then I also bought this, which I had seen a few times, and it's Red Brick. And it's not a color I would wear on its own, but to put with the soft brown and to do that, you know, reddy brown smoky eye, I thought I might like it. So I got along those same lines. I was so glad I remembered to get this. I went on Nars.com to get this, which I love. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. It is the Nars Matte Velvet Lip Pencil in Pop Life. And I don't think you can get it on Sephora, but it is beautiful. I put it on that day and I thought, gosh, I have found my red lip. It is like I don't know if you'd say a pinky red or a rusty red or whatever it is, but I love it. It's very, very natural. And I also got the, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Walkiri maybe, but I like this better than the other one that I showed you last week, which I can't remember the name. I'll put it down here. But I just love these. They're perfect. I find that I put these on a lot in the afternoons when I just want to put something on, you know, so that I just don't look too bad when John gets home, but I don't want to put any gloss or anything heavy on. A lot of times I'll put these on. And so I love both of those. And let's see what this is. I just happened to see this and remembered that I had seen, I think, Blushing Pixie and maybe, I'm name dropping today. Everybody I mention I will put down below, because if I mention them, that means I like them. Blushing Pixie and I believe Natalie, Flower Bomb 31, both mentioned this in their favorites, I believe. And it is the New York from Nars. And it's gorgeous. And I believe this might be a Nars site only color too. I'm not sure, but I think so. And I've actually got this on today. And I love it. So you can see that even though it looks like kind of scary, not real scary, but it's just like a, and it's matte. But it just blends out so pretty. It blends out a lot more user-friendly, a lot more easily than some of the other colors. But so you can blend it right into your browns and stuff. So I love that. And then this I saw a girl using on her eyebrows, and I thought, I want to try that because it looked really good. And I've got it on today, and it is the Blondie. And you can see I've been using it on my eyebrows. But it's just a taupey color, and it's just a little bit darker than the Omega. I don't know if you can see. My hands look terrible. When I use the spray tan, it makes my hands look even worse. And I don't know if it dries them out or what, but so that I really, really like for my brows. I have to wash this off because I'm going to do some more. Okay, let's see. This is something that one of my subscribers, Susie, told me about, and I actually got it like 2 weeks ago and just kept forgetting to show it to you. And it is, got one of my hairs here. It is the Smashbox Halo Long Wear Blush, and the one I got is Warm Glow. It was the most nude, and I have it on today, so it's just a real, I would have to say it's like a rosy neutral. And I love the color. The only thing I could say that I'm not as crazy about is, you know, it has that typical, so this is the color it is right here. So it's just a beautiful color. I'd love to have a, I probably do have a lipstick that color, but that's that's the color that I love. And the only thing is be real careful and only turn it just a little bit, because a lot comes out and then a lot gets on your brush. And so, like, I have probably used this 3 times off of one little spin, so I learned my lesson with that. But it's so pretty, and it does seem to last a while. I did notice that on your face. So there's that. It has a good glow. I really do like it. I think that all the Smashbox something that so many of you guys told me to try, and I had the best of intentions, and my mom and I were going up and down the aisles, and I had that 20% off card. So I was trying to think of everything you guys have told me to get. And so many of you have told me to get the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, that you thought it was better than the HD everything. And so I got it, but little did I know until I got home and opened it that I had gotten the bronze. So I just decided to give it a try. And one thing that I like and dislike is it only has one little hole. So just a little teeny bit comes out at a time. 2 holes would have been probably perfect, because you kind of have to keep on and keep on. But this is what I used today, and I believe this is what I used the other day in my last video. I'm not sure, maybe not, maybe I'd used it yesterday. But so far so good, and I think in the summer where you wanted a all over warm glow, this would be good to put all over. But so far I've just been using it like a bronzer, so just in my like contour areas and around my forehead, and, you know, across my nose and stuff like that, not just all over, not in my T-zone. But, so I am still going to get the regular one. Okay, so along, I'll just stay with my Ulta haul. So many of you told me about this color, and I had looked at this and then just didn't grab it. And so I went back and got it, and it is the Revlon Mauve It Over Matte 003. And, oh, I love this. Now, this is not going to be a lip color that just, you know, wows you to death and, you know, just you think it's oh so beautiful, but it is, when I put it on, just really, really, gosh, it looks prettier on my hand than it did on my lips. It is, you know what, I'll try it on right now. We'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna put it on over this. I just wiped that off, but the lip stain probably is still there. Okay, so you can see, I really like it. You can see that it's just gives your lips some color, but it's not screaming out, you know, like nobody's probably going to ask you what lipstick do you have on, but it just defines your lips and gives you some color on your face, and I really like it. Now it might be a little peachier because I had that peach lip stain on, but wow, I really do like this. I would get this, especially if you can hit one of those Revlon sales. Now we're up at the lid, because the buy one get one, because I also got this, which is the, let's see, berry smoothie lip butter, and one of you guys told me that you love this, and I would have to say my favorite lip butter is Sweet Tarte. Is it Sweetheart or Sweet Tarte? I think it's Sweet Tarte, but this one's really pretty too. These are just gorgeous. I would say it's one of my favorite drugstore products. So you can see, I wonder what this would look like over this. Let's try. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Wow, I'm not going to want to take that off. That is so pretty. I hope you can see it. But there's the two colors. So that's Mauve It Over Matte and then the Berry Smoothie. And then here's both of them on my lips. Okay, so I'll leave this on until while I was there, they had gotten that whole new section of NYX in. And so many of you had told me about these lip liners. And I've really never tried these, the retractable waterproof ones. So I just grabbed a few. I think it was buy one, get one half off. Okay, this is, oh gosh, where's the name? This is Nude Pink, right here. They're kind of dark. And then this, I think is my favorite one. This one is Vanilla Sky. So you can see it's just this is the one that maybe reminded me of Sparkling Beige. And then this one is Sand Beige. That one's really pretty. That Sand Beige reminds me a little bit of Dior Linen. So they're all real pretty. I would say my favorite, I'm not as crazy about this one, that pink one, but these two are my type of lip liners. I love those. So this is the L'Oreal Espresso, and it's $173. It's their gel liner. It comes with this brush, which is almost, if it's not identical, it's almost identical to the fine liner brush from Bobbi Brown. And then this is gorgeous. This liner, I have it on today, and I will show you. The consistency is perfection and the color is perfection. It is a deep, deep brown, almost black. I order my lashes from Madame Madeline, and if you just put in Ardell 120S, I mean, that website's like on the first page, so it's easy to get to, but these are the lashes I love the most. They're the Ardell Self-Adhesive 120S. I had someone ask me, are these different if I don't use the adhesive every time and I use glue on them? Why don't I get the regular 120s? These are just different. The band is thicker. It makes it easier to put on because they keep their shape. It makes them easier to stay on, and I like the way the band looks at the base of my lashes. So there's many reasons these are the best. And I have a new pair on today, and what I do is I cut off the very first little small piece. I just cut it right off with the scissors, and then I will wear these probably 10 times. And I believe they're like $5 and something a piece. And then I ordered these because I'd heard so many of you mention these, and these are the Red Cherry lashes in number 43. And they're really pretty, and I like them, and they're only $2 and something. So I think I ordered 4 pair, and they always send you 1 extra pair of lashes free with your order, and they sent me another pair of these. I thought that was so nice instead of just sending me a random pair. But I'll wear these for you soon and see what you think. They're a little bit longer on the ends than these, but they're still a very similar look, and they're just not as easy to put on. That band just makes them, you see how I put them on, I just hold the end and they just keep their shape and they just kind of cup right onto my lash line. That's what makes these the best to me. So, but I ordered this off of eBay. I believe it's discontinued because I could not find it on any other site, but it is the YSL Ombre Solo eyeshadow number 15, and the name, it's from the Naturals collection. Smoothing Long Lasting Eyeshadow number 15, and I'm not sure if it has a name, but Gina has this. I believe her friend or our friend Lindsay sent it to her, and I loved it on her one day, and she was telling me how pretty it was, so I ordered it off of eBay. And oh gosh, I hope I didn't mess it up. No, but this is what I started off with today, and I put this in the crease, and I put this underneath, and then I went with the New York in the crease after I did my lashes and everything, like I do, where I take the brush and I just go back and forth, and I did a little extra on the end. And you know what, this just reminded me, I just saw that little darkness right there. I will say that's something I've noticed twice now with the L'Oreal gel liner, that it has been transferring. I forgot about that. So that's why there's that little dark patch right there, is my liner transferred, and I was lazy. I tried to just wipe it off instead of completely washing it off. So that might be a deal breaker on the L'Oreal. I'll have to let you know how that goes. But anyway, so this shadow is really, really pretty. It's kind of like Wedge and Saddle mixed together. It's got the warmth of Saddle, but it's still, I don't know, the intensity of Wedge. It's not as dark as Saddle gets, so I really like that. And you can probably find another one on eBay. I'm sure they're still around. And just a few more things. Okay, this is something I have not even tried, but the girl that does my hair now said that she borrowed it from a friend and loved it, and it's the Smashbox Buff lip gloss in the tube. I was thinking of Juicy Tube, but it's not a Juicy Tube, but it's like a Juicy Tube, and it's a pretty like sandy gold color. And let's see, I'll swatch it for you. I was thinking it would be perfect over things, or in the summer when you just want a little bit of something on your lips, like if you're going to the beach or something. It's really pretty. Here, now that I'm just let's put a little bit of this over what I have on and just see what it does. Look at that. It's pretty. You'd be surprised what gold gloss will do. When you see it, don't just think of it as gold gloss, but it just puts a pretty tint on a lot of different colors, especially pinks and reds, so it's good to have. And this one was just interesting because it was kind of a bronzy gold, so I got that. And this I have tried, and this is very pretty. Those of you that are liking the Bobbi Brown lip glosses that I've told you about lately, which I love them. I love the new, ever since they've come out with this formulation and this packaging and the doe foot, I have been really enjoying her glosses. This is Pink Sunset, and I believe I saw Pixie Woo, one of the girls, one of the sisters, Nick, use this, and it's so pretty. It's very, very, did I already say sunset? Pink Sunset? But it's very, very sweet, and it is, I don't know, it's a really neat color. It's one of those warm light pinks. It's not blue toned, and it's just really, really pretty. And if I knew I could get this off, let's see, let's just go for it now. That's probably my pretty much natural lip color. Let's put this on. That's my natural irritated lip color. So isn't that pretty? You can see all these Bobbi Brown glosses have the best sheen, and they just make your lips really, really juicy. And I love that. I kind of like leaving my mirror out here, that way I can, instead of trying to look in there all the time. So I love that. So this is the Pink Sunset, and you can see how just sitting in the row of glosses, you probably wouldn't pick this up. So I'm so glad that I looked at it after she said it, because it's a lot prettier than it looks in the bottle. I think a lot of you would really like it. Okay, and then this is not really exciting, but one of you told me that you never wear red lipstick without wearing this liner. And every brand pretty much makes one of these, but you specifically said, I don't know if it was Julie Casa, I can't remember, it was one of my subscribers that I talk to all the time, said that you love the Laura Mercier clear lip liner. And what you do is just do around the edges with this, and it's basically like a wax, and it'll just keep your lipstick from moving. Because that day that I wore Ruby Woo, even though I used a lip liner, I can't remember which one I used. Seems like it might have been, it was a MAC one. By the end of the day, I looked like the Joker. I mean, it had just gotten, my lips were like this big, where it just bled, you know, and it didn't really bleed into lines or anything. It just bled, just got bigger. So that's what I would use this with, and I was thinking I would probably use it with Girl About Town. We are down to my last two lip, let's see, lipsticks, and I'll try those on too for you. One more hair thing I want to show you that I really like, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it so I don't forget. This brush, this might be between this and the shampoo and then the It's a 10. I'm not sure what I like so much. It might just be a combination of all three of them, but I picked this up at Ulta the other day, and it's by Marilyn, which is a good brush company, and it's called Flatter Me by Marilyn, and it is a paddle brush, obviously, but it is particularly made for smoothing. And you know, I always use just a round brush to smooth out, but I'd been told by the girl that does my hair that if you would use a flat paddle brush, it was better at getting you know, the smoothing. You know, you can see where it probably, I wonder if that's where it bent my hair right there, or if that's where I slept on it. But so that's how I did. I just did like this the whole time, not the whole time. Once my hair was about, I would say 90% dry or 85, then I started doing this, and it really helped. Brooke liked it too. So, and it wasn't, I think it was $20. What a deal. And I love it. It feels really good in your hand. See how it's got that just nice grip. It did not, there's no sticky stuff up here that grabs my hair. I really, really liked it. So, Flatter Me by Marilyn. My last two lip products. Throwing all my boxes away. And so, let me take this off. This was the Bobbi Brown Sand Pink, or I don't know, I'll put it down here. So I'll take this off. You can see even the little lippy swatch is pretty. And these are my paper towels that I get from Costco, and I love them. We buy the big thing, and we buy the big thing of their toilet paper too, and I love it. I love not having to worry about getting it. Okay, this one is New York. I have looked at this so many times since Kat was there at the Dior counter, and it's different. It's not something I would typically get, but matter of fact, should I try it? Let me try the other one on first because it's light. This is Tulle. It's number 214 Tulle, and it is, I love the consistency of these DiorAddicts so much that I wear them all the time. Usually every day, at some point in the day, I'll put one of these on. And this is a nude, so I'm going to try this on for you. Oh, they feel so good. Okay, so you can see this is just a good nudie, pinky, let's see, color. And I looked at the one that's called Beige. I can't remember what it's called, Beige something, and it's was sitting right near this. It's one of the only nudes in this line, and this just had more color. It was a little bit more opaque, and it had a little bit more of a pink tone to it. So if you want more of a brown tone, then you might like the Beige. But it's just so pretty. And see how it just, you don't even need a lip liner. It goes to the ends of your lips, and it just feels so good. It feels like lip therapy, you know. It just feels like a lip balm. I hate to take it off. So that's that one. And now I'll rip my lips off again and take that off so you can see there's the color. I do this all the time at night, try on different things. Especially when I just went through my makeup and sent my sister-in-law some lipsticks. I gave some to my mom. I gave some to one of our favorite waitresses, and so I just went through a lot of them. Okay, and the last one was New York, and it is number, let's see, 714. Yeah, New York. And this one is totally unlike me. You've probably never seen me get a lipstick that color, but let me swatch it beside the other one. It's really pretty. And I thought it might be one of those Rosie Huntington Whiteley type colors, so I'm going to put that on. See how you can be so easy with these colors too? You don't have to worry about getting right, you know, precise. You don't need a lip liner. That's one of the reasons I love it. And oh, I just love it. Oh, I love it. See how it's just gorgeous. It's got the sheen. You don't need a gloss. And I don't know how it's described, but no, I'm keeping this one on today. I just love it. I hope you can see that. So it's not as brown as it looks. It has more of a, it's kind of plum, a little bit of pink, and then it's got that iridescent shine. So, ooh, just like Miami was the one that I think you needed to get from last week. I can always tell you, I've looked at every lipstick at every counter, and what I'm always looking for is something that is just different, something that has like a different tone, that is just different than everything else. And that Miami is just different. There's just something about it, and so is this. It is just a neat color, and it's probably going to pull a little bit different on everyone, but I love it, and I think this would be a good one for you to get. You can tell I just love this stuff. And somebody was saying that they bet the makeup artists at the counters had fun with me, and I do. I love just going and talking to them, and I was saying that sometimes I'm so disappointed because I walk up to the counter and say it's somebody new, or there's some of them that I know now, and they don't even really act like they like makeup that much, and I wonder, what are they doing here? You know, they don't even, I can tell they don't have the passion for it, but there are a few that I can tell really do, and that's, I love like talking to them about different colors and stuff. But so everything came off, and I think I'm gonna leave this on for today. It might be, it's kind of dark for my dark eye, but I just love it. So I think that is it. So I'm gonna do a quick outfit of the day and let you go enjoy your weekend. So today I'll be right back. I have on one of my Wild Fox sweatshirts that I got last year, and these sweatshirts come in all different like styles. There's the kind that are short, and then there's the kind that are kind of normal, and this is the kind, I've got two of these that are just really big and oversized, and I believe this is either a small or a medium, so it's supposed to be like that. It says I left my heart in the Hamptons. I get the most compliments on this sweatshirt too. It's so funny. But I also have on my Zella brown leggings, and I love these. They're the neatest color brown, but I got them last year, and I don't know if they're still available. And Chanel's already after my tassels. So this is the bag that I'm carrying, and it is the Rebecca Minkoff 3-zip MAC, and the color is sand. And I would just, usually I always just carry it like that. And then the shoes I have on are Yanni Beanie. I can't remember the style, but they are on sale right now, and they also have them in black suede, and I wish I could get them in the regular black, but they were out of my size. But this is the taupe, and I love these. They're very comfortable, and they're perfect, you know, with an outfit like this that is long. And I also have underneath one of these long, I needed to pull it down, one of these long tank tops. So I love the way this sweatshirt hangs straight, so you can wear something like this underneath it, or skinny jeans or something like that. And I guess that's it. I love these earrings so much. They are the Rich Rocks earrings that I bought last year from a boutique here in town, Tory Bell, and I love them. John's out on the porch. He hadn't felt good today. He's getting ready to go to work though. So I need to hurry up. Let's see. No fragrance yet. Nail polish, I could not resist putting this back on. It is the OPI Mrs. O'Leary's Barbecue. Love it. Chopped my nails last night and they feel so good. And I guess that's it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.